The attention snap must come in no earlier than 20 to 25% of the way into your speech and no later than 30 to 35% of the time that you have allocated for your speech. Why this matters is this: you must open, no matter who your audience is, and I'm happy to debate this with whoever wants to debate it with me. You must open with story. There is no instruction, no landing the message, no teaching in the first 20 to 35% of your opening of your speech. It must be story, because this is the way that we create trust and connection. Welcome to a snappy little episode of Speaker Driven Business, where we're going to actually reveal what we've come to affectionately known as the attention snap. Now, the attention snap is something that most people don't even know exists, let alone how to use it well. So I'm going to very briefly run you through what it is, why we use it, and where you should put it. So the attention snap is something that actually allows you to, once you've created trust and rapport with an audience through your storytelling, allows you to draw people in and tell them what they're going to get, why it should matter to them, and where you're going to take them. It is very, very fast and succinct. And one of the reasons that we use it is because whilst there is an emphasis on storytelling, generally speaking, in most audiences, you will have a percentage of people who will have heard you telling stories, be leaning into you and going, yeah, great person, understand why I should speak to her. Wow, the stories are amazing. But they're still going to be in the back of their mind saying, what am I actually going to get out of this, and why am I really here? It's kind of like I need you to impress me. What's in it for me? This is basic marketing 101, putting into speaker terms, speaker parlance, and speaker structures. So the attention snap is about 60 to 90 seconds. So when I say about, it is no more than 90 seconds. Once you get to 2 minutes, you are rambling and you will lose the people that it is meant to serve. So the attention snap is very briefly what I'm about to share with you, because when you get X, then you have Y. Okay, so I want you to think about how can you do that. Now, this is the other thing. If you haven't crystallized your message, if you haven't landed on your one bold idea, your one clear message, the thing that you're positioning the most, you actually won't be able to do the attention snap. So this is almost like a litmus test. If you can't get the attention snap to work, then chances are that your idea is not compelling enough for an audience to lean into, to demand more of your time, and for people to pay you for what you bring to the table. When we construct these, they are constructed very simply. As I said, what I'm about to share with you, because when you have X, then you get Y. So a very brief, older version of one of the ones that I used to use for resilience is this. What I'm about to share with you in the limited time that we've got left together is my personal resilience strategy. Because I know from lived experience that when you understand that resilience is a strategy and a muscle that you can build in advance, then you are going to know personally and deeply that no matter what life throws at you, you can lean into it without fear. Are we ready? Okay, so see, it's very fast. That's probably fluffier than I would do these days, but you will start by building the muscle. Now, the other thing that is really important to understand about the attention snap in this snappy, quick episode is this. The attention snap must come in no earlier than 20 to 25% of the way into your speech and no later than 30 to 35% of the time that you have allocated for your speech. Why this matters is this. You must open, no matter who your audience is, and I'm happy to debate this with whoever wants to debate it with me. You must open with story. There is no instruction, no landing the message, no teaching in the first 20 to 35% of your opening of your speech. It must be story, because this is the way that we create trust and connection. But once you get to between 20 and 35% of the way in, there'll be a lot of your audience, or a percentage of your audience, no matter what audience you're in, who will be literally asking, what's in it for me? Yeah, she's a great girl. Yeah, she can tell great stories. Yes, I understand why I should listen to her. I really enjoyed the stories. I might have even been entertained and been laughing. But in the back of my mind is literally, what's in it for me? What am I going to get out of this? Why should I actually stay for the rest of the time? Do I really need to pay attention? Right? And if you don't get this attention snap in at the right time, you will lose them. Most people don't even have it in their speech, and they've lost them without even realizing it. So you cannot bring it in any earlier than 20% of the timing of your speech. So if you're speaking for 10 minutes, you can't come in earlier than 2 minutes. A lot of subject matter experts will actually open with this, and it is the wrong thing to do. So you can't come in any earlier than 20 to 25%, and you can't come in any later than 35% of your timeline. So when you're coming through and you're creating your speech, when you get to that point, you need to flick from storytelling to instructional or sharing of experience or insights or research or data, whatever it is that you're bringing to the table as either a subject matter expert, a business builder, or a keynote speaker. When you get to that, the bridge to go from story to telling and sharing is the attention snap. You must have delivered it. Now, you go too soon, you lose them because you haven't yet built trust through story. You go too late and you lose them because they've now checked out, because they couldn't hear before it was too late why they should stay engaged, right? So it's super, super important that you bring an attention snap into your presentations. This works in pitching, it works in our main stage keynote format, it works in our subject matter expert format, and it also works in TED Talks, in pure TED Talk style. We have another couple of strategies, structures that we use, including what we call the double arc, and we still use it in the double arc. This is critical. This is the bit that is missing for most people. And to be quite honest, if you can't explain what you're about to share and why it matters and what it gives them, then you possibly should not be speaking on this topic.